Well, hey there, guys. A little later in the day than I usually do this on this particular day of days. I just started the charcoal going, um, and we're getting ready to to do what we do here on the 4th, which is eat a good meal and think about everything that we have here in this country and spend some time with family and friends. And this year I do this little message every year because I love where I come from. I love where I was privileged enough to be born, fortunate enough to be born and raised, and I feel like blessed enough to have been born and raised and be given the benefits. And yeah, you know what? This country's seen better days. It has. Um, Things are not going great right now, but we speaking we as those ungrateful colonists right now. um, I know I've got folks around the world, and there are those who serve the crown across the pond, and we love you every single day of the year, but today, happy treason day to all of you. We've had our ups and downs, and we've had better and worse. And today is a day that I'm thinking about where we're at, and uh, how things could and should be. It's just my opinion, when I think about stuff. But I also think about what it took to get us where we are here, from where we were. And a bunch of grumpy old men got tired of paying their taxes to a dude that who basically, said, I rule you, but I don't listen to you, represent you, um, or care about you in any way. So just give me my damn money. And they said, well, let's just see about that. I mean, it was more than just that, but it's basically what went on, right? And I should point out, I think it's very interesting that if you think about it, some parallels to what's going on today. Every single one of the founding fathers probably would have been rounded up and arrested by the loyalist government on red flag laws had they existed then. It would have been a great excuse to lock them all away where no one else would have seen them again. Definitely would have been used to take their guns away and put them all where no one could see or hear from them again. Something to think about. But anyway, to all of those patriots who are here, whether you love this country or you don't, or you hate this country, you're an American who just doesn't value what we have here. Guess what? Happy Independence Day, because it's your country one way or the other. As someone who in uniform has been to several other countries, as just as an American citizen who has traveled abroad and seen several countries and met people in those countries who literally would die and kill for the freedoms we have, despite the problems that we have here, for the life for the potential that there is to live here. Happy Independence Day. Happy July 4th. This country does have a lot wrong with it. This country does have problems, but the beautiful thing is we can choose to fix them. Or we can do what the politicians want and keep fighting each other back and forth and keep these problems going. This nation has more potential and the more ability than any other nation on earth. And that's what people who have chosen to attack it have seen time and time again. The raw potential that is contained within this country. And whether you love it or hate it, there are things, there are freedoms, there are resources, there's just, this country offers things that a lot don't. Some do, but not in the whole package that this country does. I acknowledge there are issues that need to be worked out, but you know what? I would rather live here in this country, in this nation today than anywhere else on earth, because I've seen what else is out there, because I've had to fight some of what else is out there, because I've had to go humanitarianly help what else is out there. And this still is the best of what's out there. So anyway, to everybody out there living here, well, there's that. With me, happy Independence Day. Celebrate as you see fit. Be safe, be happy, be well. Let's work towards this idea, towards this great thought and this great potential that the founding fathers gave us together instead of trying to tear it down. And to everybody else out in the world, you know, I don't know what it is that you see on the news, because I know watching the news here in the States, they show you a very propagandized version of whatever agenda they want to push. I promise you it's not the clown show that they're showing you, that they're showing us, because there have been several things where I know the details, and then I've seen what is shown on the media, and it's the media representation of what the agenda they want to push. I promise you, it is not as bad as they make it look. It's not. I think if I was on the outside looking in and I didn't know anything, I'd assume that everybody here was drunk driving, shooting each other in the streets, that it was the Wild West again, but worse. Just nothing but racist, sexist, drunken, people walking around with 6 guns in their hands, shooting them up in the air and at kids 24/7. That's not what America is. That is not the America that we live in today. That's just what some people want you to see. So give us a chance, guys. Get to know us if you don't. And hey, let's just be friends. Let us surprise you. Or stop calling us when you need help sometime, when disaster strikes or there's a dictator that needs removing. So, anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Great holiday for us here in this neck of the woods. And for all of our friends around the world, I say thank you for being our allies. We don't give enough credit to the French, but to the French, without you, none of this would be possible. So thank you, guys. And those of you who know your history, Yeah, we do owe a great debt to you, which is why we bailed you out so much ever since. Not just saying. But no, we do owe a great debt to our allies around the world, ever since becoming a little baby nation after signing that little piece of parchment. So hope you guys have a great, fantastic holiday. Be patriotic, build the country up. It's not patriotic to tear it down because you're not happy with something. It's patriotic to fix and build and make better, not to cry and whine and destroy. That's just Doc P's thought. You guys be cool. I appreciate every single one of you. You are all absolutely awesome. I gotta cook some burgers, and I'll be back in real soon.